Ho ho, bodies. Welcome to Borderline Games ASMR. I'm Gareth and this is Vicky. And we're playing The Letter. This is the second episode.
I'm just going to be sleeping, and he's going to be reading, which is going to help me do some more sleeping. And you guys will just be listening, but I recommend also sleeping.
Yeah.
I don't think we can whisper forever, though.
You could go find somewhere in the dark.
We don't have
Lie
real
down.
SMR mics. Hang on, let me do that thing that they all do.
Don't do that to the microphone, it might be unpleasant.
People love that. I've seen them doing their SMR, and they like bang all the mics, and then they rub things against stuff. Listen to this, everyone. Yeah, do you know what that was?
Did you like that?
It's my hand on my boob.
This noise.
Yeah.
It's my hand down my pants.
People are really going to sleep now.
Okay.
But I am going to just gently doze while this
Vicky,
happens.
there's a chance that Vicky might go to sleep.
And if I do, I don't want any
I
complaints.
don't want any judgment. It's a judge-free zone on
This
Borderline
is a safe
Games.
space.
Yes.
Okay.
So now, what's happened?
I have a recliner armchair. I should recline it, really, shouldn't I?
I don't think you physically can. I think
Well,
there's
no,
a wall.
I
There's
can't
a
now
wall there.
because it's not the wall that's the issue. It's the microphone.
Oh yeah, you would go away from your microphone. We'd have to probably reset the whole thing.
Yeah. Anyway, what happened before is essentially we had a friend that's weird and complained about us eating noodles. And then we came to the house, and our other friend that was supposed to be meeting at the house is apparently in an attic, which I don't believe. She's dead for defo. And now we're going to look around a creepy house to find her. Oh, and we are in urgent need of
We need a large amount of
We
cash.
specified a large amount of cash, but
A
we're
couple
not
of
sure why
times.
yet. And I'm guessing
Because
drugs,
the mafia are after us.
sex addiction. What else
Yeah.
could it be?
It could be
It's the
that
economic crash and the cost of living, I
it could
suppose.
be a gambling problem.
Yeah, it could be any of those things, really, or all of them.
Yeah.
Maybe she thinks, like how everyone's like, we can't buy out houses anymore. Boomers are the problem and all that. Maybe she's like, oh, I need a large amount of cash because I need to buy a house urgently in one go. Maybe she doesn't quite understand how it works.
Yeah, maybe she doesn't. She just thinks she needs to pay the full amount in one.
Yeah, like right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's like, I just want. So
She's
the
got her
average
hands on
price for a house.
350,000.
Yeah. That's not the average price for a house. What do you think the average cost of a house is for like a 3-bed in the area that we live? I know the answer to this.
In the three bedrooms in the area that we live in that we're not going to mention.
I mean, we can get them to guess when we tell them. I mean, they
Okay.
all know probably.
They all know.
Yeah. You have to read little articles written about us.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to know where we live, read the little articles that are written about us. I would guess. I mean,
I've written articles. I once interviewed Stuart Lee.
Okay. Well, it was inevitable that you'd bring that up. I think that it's 320,000.
No.
How much is it?
It's gonna shock you.
What is it?
188.
That does shock me.
We live in an area that has either very cheap or very expensive.
So it kind of averages out.
Yeah.
That is surprising. Because there seems to be a lot of 3 bedrooms that are mid 200,000. Do you not think?
Yeah, I guess the area that it's looking at includes. So there's 2 postcodes in the area where. 2 beginnings of postcodes in the area where we live. And one of the postcodes is a cheaper area, and that postcode covers a larger area. So I think that's why.
Oh, okay.
So it covers. So we're in. Well, you should all guess now. But write down your guesses. Where do you think we are? Where it's 188,000 for a house. Go on. Go on, everyone, guess.
When we say where we are, we're going to be general, aren't we?
No, I was going to give them our precise location.
Do not give the precise location.
I'm given the location, and I'm going to take all my clothes off, and I'm going to stand in a window.
Okay.
It's just by the by. But no.
I don't know why you're doing that.
So that when they come, they can all see me. I want to be fully exposed.
Okay.
In all ways. So we live in a place on the Wirral.
That's general enough.
You don't want me to say?
Going to be much more specific.
Oh, okay. Well, we live in the Wirral, and I think that that's why, because of the postcodes. So the cheaper area is a much larger area, and I think that that's what brings the average down. Because, yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's pretty good going. They're mostly terraced houses
Nowhere
that
near as bad
come.
as I thought it was going to be.
No, me either. But they're all terraced houses. If you want the price for a 3-bed semi, that's a different kettle of fish.
Okay. Well, let's go into the attic, then you can tell me about the semi
Our
situation.
attic.
No, because we need to be in this room.
Okay. So I thought we were going to do like some sort of impromptu house tour. I've been really into that. I love home things and home shows and showing people homes and looking at homes. I could talk about home decor if anyone's interested.
And if anyone's interested in seeing the game The Letter, I'll be streaming that later. Whatever, I'll just go. The sooner I meet up with her, the sooner I'll feel better about being here. I carefully make my way up the staircase. My legs wobble as I mentally curse the fact that I've chosen real estate instead of picking a career that doesn't involve strange abandoned houses. Upon reaching the top, the grand hallway greets me.
Why are all the lights swinging? I mean, now we see
As the
that.
windows open.
But downstairs there was no open
Oh,
window.
look, there's a ghost coming through the window.
Where?
Well, the light.
That's not a ghost. Do you think lights are ghosts? Every day must be terrifying for you.
It branches out to the two major wings of the mansion, the east and the west wing. There are two attics here, one on each side.
Well, we should go to the west side.
Yeah.
Yeah, west side.
But the east one has been converted to a storage room of sorts, and somehow I find it least likely for Rose to wander there by herself. Well, there we go, we're going to the west side.
Well,
Besides, she never did like going into stuffy storage rooms. But the attic is not going to be stuffy. So I head towards the west wing first, where a simple wooden door at the end of the hall opens to a small room.
Converted, so that's not stuffy. It's got 2 big bedrooms in it.
Yeah, a good argument.
Yeah.
Inside is another set of steps.
And a rocking chair just
lead into the
center
second
of the
attic.
room. Sometimes rocks by itself.
Unlike the grand staircase, though, the stairs to the attic are steep and narrow, made of old stones and covered with a thick coating of dust that kicks up into the air with every step.
Why wouldn't they have cleaned the whole house then?
Yeah, why would they just bother with what seems like just the entrance hall? Thank God it's still daytime. If it wasn't for the light streaming through the door behind me, I might easily stumble and fall. With how old the place is, there are no light fixtures to illuminate the cramped passage up.
Then, you weirdo.
Why they didn't bother to add one here?
So they
when
did renovate?
Yeah, it says that, doesn't it? Escapes me. But is renovate, can it be more low-key?
Well, yeah, you could do
a
low-key renovation, but that wouldn't just be cleaning. That would be painting and plastering or something.
Jeez, they did it with the rest of the house. A small bedroom welcomes me at the end.
That's where we'd keep all our servants.
It looks exactly as it did since
all
the last
of them
time
would be in this one little room.
I've been here, full of dust, worn out and faded by time. They didn't bother to do anything in here.
They left a little candle.
Odd, I thought they cleaned everything.
Oh, we've gone back in time.
Did the crew miss this room?
We've gone back in time.
We've gone back in time.
We've gone back in time.
Ugh, cleanliness is the least of my concerns right now. The more pressing matter is Rose. She's not here.
She's not in this first room that I stumbled upon.
Was I dreaming when I talked to her a while ago? Did I mishear her?
Is this the only room in the attic?
It's what it looks like, doesn't it? No, it couldn't have been a dream. After all, the creepy ambience of the estate is doing such a remarkable job of making sure I stay alert and awake.
Weird thing to be like, was that a dream? That thing that happened just like 3 minutes ago?
And I'm sure she said she's here. I mean, it was a weird thing for it to happen.
For what to happen?
She's talking about the phone call.
Yeah.
It was weird, wasn't it?
It was a weird phone call. But like, are we just going to imagine that she fell asleep in a taxi? And that's why she's dreaming.
I'm sure she said she's here. Is this a prank? Am I being pranked right now by prank invasion? Or maybe that phone call was Rose's last message before the curse got to her?
That's more likely.
Ugh, shut up, brain. You're not helping. Don't make this scarier than it already is. But if she's not here, then where is she? That was a
It was
weird
a
noise.
very abrupt cut-off scream.
What the hell was that? That's it. I can't do this
So
anymore.
was the scream, the feminine scream, her or
I think
Rose?
it was a noise that made her scream.
That's what I mean. It wasn't like she heard Rose scream.
No, I don't think so. I'm leaving. She hasn't mentioned a scream.
Is it?
We must have angered the spirits here. I knew disturbing this mansion was a bad idea, right from the very start.
You can stick your big pile of cash.
Up your bum. But nobody listened. Be fucking realistic, they said.
Seemed really aggressive for them to say.
Yeah, I think there's a ghost. Be fucking realistic. They think I'm cuckoo because I believe in curses and ghosts and all that. Me and my outlandish backwater country beliefs. It's pretty harsh. I've always strived to be a model employee, but not this time, no. I'm turning back
That
for the sake
model,
of
you
my
were late.
sanity.
Is it getting dark outside?
Dunno.
Is that moonlight and not sunlight?
Oh my god.
Have we travelled back in time?
Briar Realty can find another agent who is more fucking realistic to tour people around this haunted house.
Really got more angry, haven't we?
Before leaving, I take one last look at the gloomy old room.
Maybe she's in that box.
Just to check. Yeah, she could be in that box.
What's this?
It's a box. No worries. No, my worries about Rose's whereabouts must have caused me to miss it when I first entered the room.
It's Rose. She sat on this chair.
She's looking really confused and concerned.
She's been saying my name for some time now.
But there's clearly something on the floor. It looks like
A letter?
lying on the ground just a couple of inches away from her feet. Out of sheer
Gonna
curiosity,
have a mystery.
I lean down and pick it up. Strange.
Very creepy movement. We're so moving so
I don't
slowly.
recall seeing this last time I was here. A few days back, me and the other agents inspected the mansion to prepare for today and had a party in this very room. I'd been the last to look inside the attic and leave, and this certainly hadn't been here before. Someone must have left it in this room since then.
Oh, you went back in time.
I did did Rose leave this for me? Was she here a while ago? I couldn't have missed her though, could I? There's only one set of stairs leading to the
I
attic.
thought there were two. You said
Well,
that
she-
you
no,
could
but she
go
said-
west side or east side.
Yeah, but I think...
East side.
yeah, well, I don't know. I guess there is just one room in the attic. The letter isn't exactly in pristine condition. In fact, it looks rather ancient. Maybe
Well,
there's
we
like
can't
two...
have time travelled.
Maybe there was two attics.
The letter looks ancient.
There's no way that...
We
they-
can't have time travelled. It would look new.
Yeah, the paper is so thin and rough. I'm worried it'll fall apart as if I so much as touch it. But with great care, I open it, and what I read shakes me to my core.
What?
Help! Help me! Help!
What?
Help me!
Oh my god.
Oh my god! Nothing but the words "help me" fills the page. All of it, seemingly written with a crimson-shaped pen. Wait a
Shaded.
second. Huh?
Crimson shaded.
What did I say? Shape?
Yeah.
That's funny. Shaded pen. Or blood.
Dun dun dun.
I gulp. That's a really impressive gulp that you do. The same phrase just goes
The
on
key
and
is
on
to not
until...
actually gulp.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I just
Send
make
this
the
to
noise
5
with my
people
mouth.
or else? To chain letter?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. The same phrase just goes on and on until...
List of 5 people.
If you want to send us an email, let us know and we'll give you our email addresses, by the way.
And our telephone numbers.
Or else what? Or else what?
I once shared one of these things as a joke and said that as a warning to everyone, they should share it because I didn't. And when I phoned my nan at 3 a.m, she didn't answer the phone, so I can only assume that a demon got her. And everyone thought I was being serious. Do you remember?
Yeah, you got a lot of backlash for that.
Yeah, this was just like on Facebook, like years ago, and everyone thought I was being serious. And I got hundreds of people sending me death threats, like actual death threats, and saying that I was like crazy, and lots of comments on my sexuality, which was odd, my intelligence, and my looks, and my promiscuousness. My promiscuousness. And I replied to them all as in intense
character.
earnest, yeah, and explained how it was definitely a demon and things, and told them how I had crystals and all that, and it really, people got so mad, didn't they?
They did not like the earnestness.
No, they didn't, and nobody realised I was joking either, which was truly impressive because it was very obvious that I was joking, and that was my experience with going viral. It was so weird. I just had like hundreds of messages and like people writing on photos that were not connected to it, like, oh my god, come and look at this crazy bitch and things like that. It was really, really weird. And it must be
Yeah.
horrible to have people just not like you for something. Imagine if I'd actually done something. I could feel quite low about myself.
Definitely.
It was,
You got to kind of remember that, don't you? When
you're being mean to everyone.
yeah,
online.
the backlash.
Yeah,
that-
apart from all those fucking cunts that deserve it. Yeah,
Okay,
apart from them.
I'll bleep that.
You're not allowed to say
I
cunt.
don't think so.
No, you must be able to.
It's definitely not a thing on YouTube. You're not supposed
But
to.
it's like, why is that swear word worse
I
than
think
others?
it's much worse in America.
But we're not in America, so
I mean, I'll look it up. I'm pretty sure that there's a thing about
it's
that.
like in the UK and Scotland,
Australia.
and Australia. Yeah, it's used much more.
Particularly in Australia, it's used
It's
quite
like used like pal.
affectionately.
Yeah. Weird.
As quickly as I can, I scan the back of the paper and peek into the envelope to make sure I'm not missing out on a second page.
Send it to your nan.
But there's nothing.
No. Oh, please, no.
My hands tremble as dread creeps over me. The room is suddenly getting colder. I need to get out of here. Holding the paper in half, the sight that greets me next has me frozen on the spot.
It's Rose. It's not Rose. It is Rose, but she's had her skin removed.
She had a manicure. Folding the paper in
She's
half,
got no toenails. It's just,
just little holes in her toes.
yeah.
The sight that greets me next has me frozen on the spot.
I already said that.
Or did I not say it?
These aren't blood-soaked feet. These are just
These
the
are-
rest.
These are skinless feet, aren't they?
Yeah.
A pair of blood-soaked feet enters my field of vision covered in gaping
These aren't
wounds,
just any blood-soaked
with
feet.
skin eaten away to reveal
These
flesh,
are Marks
bone,
and Spencer's
and all
blood-soaked
manner
feet.
of things one isn't meant to see. It's too much. All of it is too much. I want to cry, call for help, but the words catch in my throat. Even my feet won't move, completely paralysed out of terror. What are we going to do? We're going to be brave.
Well, first of all, what we're going to do is...
Lord, please help me.
Well, we're going to look up, obviously. But also, I'm going to fill my glass with liquid, and then I'm going to drink it. So
Yeah,
I'm always, like, really conscious that it'll make a noise in the mic.
I think it made a little bit of a noise.
I haven't done it yet.
But you're drinking, literal drinking, not the pouring.
Yeah. But if it's an ASMR episode, then it's fine.
Yeah, it is an ASMR episode. Yeah, that's fine.
What's that?
I'm just having a drink of my...
Oh, yeah, hang on.
Orange.
I should whisper when I talk about it. I'm drinking my flame now. Listen to it. I tried to swallow hard in order to encourage a belch.
I noticed that when you were drinking, it did not show any sound going through, so we'll see what that sounds like later.
No sound at all.
No sound at all.
That's really impressive.
We're going to be brave.
Okay, look up, bitch.
I need to face it.
Very
Whoever-
slowly.
Whatever these feet belong to, I need to face it. I
It's
don't know
Rose.
why. You just run away.
Well, if you run away without looking, you'll fall over.
And if I'm going to die, if they are going to kill me, at least I'll know what my killer looks like. Cold comfort. Do you think we're going to...
Toe-nailed, fistless freak.
What do you think his hands are going to look like?
I think they're just wearing socks that are like look
Yeah.
like dead feet,
That'd
and
be
they're
fun.
fully dressed. It's like a prank. It's a prank, bro.
A cold comfort. So with a deep breath,
It's a kissing your mum prank.
I summon every ounce of courage I've left in me and shift my gaze upwards. Ah! No.
Do you think we were not supposed to look in the face?
Please, don't hurt me. No.
Without thinking, I scramble towards the door.
Where's the window gone?
Oh yeah,
Oh no,
has
it
gone.
is there.
Oh, it is. It's
Dark.
just covered in slime. I struggle to open it, but it won't budge.
Stay away.
She's got skin again. It's okay.
Please, Lord, make it go away.
She's not the baddie. Hey,
Why
you've
now?
made a judgment based on someone's appearances.
Why won't it open now?
This is racism.
My heart sinks as reality dawns in. I'm locked in. Locked in with that thing.
It's just a poor lady. What's the disease that they had in the olden days that took your skin off? Leprosy?
Leprosy, yeah.
Yeah, it's just leprosy, yo.
It slowly approaches me as I wrench the doorknob violently back and forth. Up, Zed.
Tap, Zed, quick. 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 Quick.
Yes!
Said you could press tab to skip
Oh yeah, I think you can skip if you
if you're
want.
frightened.
Yeah, or if you literally can't do it.
Oh, that's handy.
The door finally swings open and I couldn't have been happier.
Yeah. It's a nice change in tempo.
Wasting no time, I leap out the door and I don't look back. My feet pound against the floor in rhythm with a loud, fast beating of my heart. Like that.
Bum, 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 bum.
By the time I run past the hallway and find it's quite a slow run if it's to the speed of your beating heart.
Well, her heart's beating fast. That's the
I
point.
guess
It's
so.
like
Bum
this.
bum 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 bum.
No, she's more like this.
Limping. Just like
And she jumps 2 feet at a time.
yeah, like a gazelle. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
crop,
that's how
crop.
she does it. Because she didn't mention the stairs either. She said
But-
she leapt out the door and then was in that other hallway. So
Yeah.
I'm guessing she just jumped down.
She just
all
kind
the
of fell
stairs.
all the way down the stairs.
Yeah, that's what I do.
By the time I run past the hallway and find myself atop the grand staircase, my chest feels so tight that it's going to burst. But that's nothing compared to the feeling of hope the sight of the exit gives me. Racing down the stairs, a breathy laugh escapes me and my shoe slips and I find myself
Cinderella?
falling. Until my back hits the ground and pain racks my body. My head grows fuzzy and my vision dims as I fight to stay conscious.
No.
Not like this.
She's going to wake up in the
Taxi.
dark.
She's going to wake up in the taxi.
No, in the dark, I'm guessing. Things are always much worse in the dark.
The last thing I see are those feet before all I know is darkness.
You don't like the dark, do you?
I hate the dark. What's going on?
It's dark.
Oh, a buzz breaks the silence.
Did you forget to press a button?
I pressed it to take it off. I thought they'd be timed. I start to rouse, pulled into consciousness against my own will. I've never felt this tired before. I just want to sleep, but the insistent buzzing and poking and prodding isn't letting me.
Someone's trying to wake us.
My old mattress may not be the comfiest place, but that doesn't make me any more eager to wake up. Person with a bucket on the head.
5 more minutes, Becca.
I swat away at what was nudging persistently at my side. Wouldn't be annoying if this was all a dream. Is it all a dream, do you think?
I mean, it'd just be a bit lame if it was. Like that old chestnut.
Yeah. Can't I just,
Or it's Groundhog Day.
or maybe. Can't I just get a few extra minutes of sleep today? I promise I'll work hard once I'm up. A hand lightly taps
You
my
need
cheek.
a large amount of cash. Get up.
And something cold is suddenly being pressed at the back of my head. You're going to be late. We've got to get to the bank to rob it. The icy sensation slowly spreads throughout the area, giving me an uncomfortable feeling. Maybe she's fallen on the floor.
I'm in hospital.
Oh, here she comes. The fog immediately lifts from my mind. The moment I recognize the voice and my eyes snap open. There looking down at me is Rose.
Where's the other one?
Another woman loiters behind her. They're like going up and down like they're ghosts. But my attention is too focused on my co-agent to even ask why
No, they're
there's
just
someone.
breathing.
But the whole body's going up.
Yeah, that's how I breathe as well. You've just never noticed.
My attention is too focused on my co-agent
Oh.
to even look, to even ask why there's someone else
Why
with
aren't you
her.
looking at me?
Oh yeah, you're kind of floating off the floor a little bit.
You can't see my feet.
Rose's posture just screams worry, although she's keeping a straight face, or trying to at least. I can't help but feel bad for making her fret. A wave of dizziness washes over me as soon as I try to get up, forcing me to lie back down again. Luckily, the feeling subsides after a few seconds, until only a mild throbbing somewhere at the back of my head remains. With a little assistance from Rose, I push myself right up. No, upright. She hands me an ice pack and gestures.
Did she get an ice pack from?
She must have got it from the first aid place in this mansion that's been derelict until recently.
What, an ice pack?
Yeah.
You have a miniature freezer.
She hands me an ice pack and gestures for me to press it where I suspect a small bump has already formed. Did she say she hit her head? She hit her back?
Well, she got knocked out, so
I guess she must have hit her head. If the light take in the area indicates anything.
All right, Isabella, where are we? The Ermengarde.
I don't know.
mansion.
Oh my god!
Ow.
Oh
my
yeah,
head.
whenever the mansion name comes up, that's what we say.
Because
And the date
it's
today?
called the
Oh my god.
mansion.
October 21st? Rose. Last one. Can you count to 15 in reverse order?
That's not Rose speaking, is it?
Yeah,
That
the
was
one on
someone
the right
else?
with the green hair.
No, Rose is the other one.
15,
No, she's got green hair.
14,
Has she?
13,
Yeah.
12.
Well, at least on the
No,
picture on her phone, she did.
That's wrong.
Oh, okay.
Why are we doing this?
So the other one is the woman that had her skin removed.
Maybe.
She's just checked if your injury is in any way serious.
What's that, do you think?
Her voice.
Okay. Scottish? It's not Scottish.
Oh, what's her accent?
It's a voice. This time I curiously regarded the woman standing beside Rose. Curious. It's impossible to overlook her. What with the way she towers over us?
She's the
a
exact
giant.
same size as
And
the other
here
one.
I thought Rose is already tall. Who is she anyway? One of the remaining cleaning
Oh,
crews?
not by those clothes, darling.
But with how primly dressed she is, I don't think anyone would want to clean in a suit. An expensive suit at that. The gloves alone must have already cost a fortune. Her eyes slowly shift between me and Rose, considering us with an almost unreadable expression, before finally fixing a sharp
Shag,
gaze on
marry,
me.
kill.
Between these two women.
And the one on the floor.
Okay.
The one we are.
Well, I'd kill the one on the floor,
Why?
because she's already going to die. Like, she falls all over the place. She
Yeah,
may
but
as
if
well.
she's the main character, she's the one that'll survive.
Not in my scenario where I'm marrying somebody.
But why? But you have to pick who you like the most. You don't even know the black-haired one.
No, I know, which is why I'm going to have sex with the black-haired one, because she seems a bit cold, and I'll marry the other one.
Why would you marry Rose? She was a right bitch on the phone.
That's true. But I think she means well.
And you think that the klutzy one deserves to die.
Well, I think if anybody does, it's probably her.
Is
Well,
it
you
because
tell
she's
me.
Is it because she's American?
Yeah, that was my reasoning. You tell me what
It's
your
really
what your answer is.
Well, I'd have to murder the one that I don't know anything about.
Okay.
Plus, I do have a natural distrust of rich people.
Yeah.
She's probably a Tory. So I'd kill her. I guess. I guess I'd fuck the one on the floor. No, I'd have sex with Rose, I think,
Okay.
and I'd marry the one on the floor. Because Rose did seem really snipey and annoying.
She did, yeah.
But the other one does seem really, like, whiny, and she's got all that debt, and she's addicted to drugs, and that
So
would
which
be a
one are you
nightmare.
marrying? You're marrying Rose.
No, I'm marrying the one on the floor.
And you're having sex with Rose
Yeah.
because the one on the floor is whiny. So
No.
you'd rather marry her.
No. I thought Rose seems like an unpleasant person, so I don't want to marry an unpleasant person. But it is
Right.
tricky to decide because the one lying on the floor is a drug addict and has lots of debt and does all the gambling stuff, which is not ideal in a life partner either. But I think, and also if I'm being honest, she's the least attractive of the three.
Which one is?
The one on the floor.
Okay.
I don't like her haircut at all.
Okay.
They all have pretty much the same face, to be
The
honest. but-
faces. Well, actually, these two have slightly different faces, different nose.
Yeah.
The other
Right.
one, Rose, doesn't have ears.
But the other one's hair is like, I'm not vibing with it at all.
The new character.
Yeah, these two I'd hit, but
You'd hit these two.
like not like violently, like sexually.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
But yeah, I think that's what I'd do.
I can't help but fold my arms protectively over myself as she does so. She may be far from a cleaning crew, but she certainly looks like she's our supervisor during evaluation.
Just do it, please.
What are we supposed to do?
Count.
Oh, count back from... I eye them both warily, but recite everything as she has asked. Rose releases a breath of relief once I'm done.
You scared me for a moment there. I was about to call for an ambulance.
And I
If you ever
hate
find me at the
ambulances.
bottom of the stairs and I'm unconscious, please phone an ambulance.
Yeah, call an ambulance.
Are you alright?
If you can count, you're fine.
Exasperation soon replaces the dull ache. The memory's a little fuzzy, but the attic and...
Oh, and a woman with no skin.
There was someone, Rose. In the attic.
And a
Someone?
chain letter.
You mean a client? Oh, that's unlikely. It's probably just one of the cleaning crews. The boss sent a few of them back this morning for some last minute...
No, not any of those. They're, I'm not actually sure. Wait, didn't I call you? You said you were in the attic when you answered. That's why I went there in the first place.
Yeah. Both Rose and the lady looked at me like, I've just grown another head. What does that look like?
Well, for me, it'd be like screaming in terror.
Yeah. Like,
Not like
recoil in like
mild
a combination
surprise.
of like horror
Yeah.
and revulsion, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So I guess that's...
I'd be like backing away, like stumbling, falling to the ground.
Did I say something weird? Rose quickly casts an apologetic smile at the woman
Hey, it's
before...
Christmas, you know. It won't be Christmas when this is released.
No, but it was Christmas. We're recording this near Christmas.
Can I not specify when?
Oh yeah,
Is
of
that,
course
like,
you can.
freaking...
Ooh, look behind the curtains. Oh, we've got a couple of sausages that we've made, and you're gonna see how we've made them.
Is that what we're doing now? We're telling them about how we made our sausages.
No.
It's it's New Year Eve, and to celebrate that fact, I'm gonna eat an after eight. It's not just any after eight; it's an after eight stick. That's right. Do you want one?
I would be honoured.
Do you want like half of one because it's difficult to eat things whilst talking?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I've just passed him
I
half the stick.
hope they don't make me phlegmy. No chocolate kind of.
Oh, if you got a drink.
down here.
Oh, well,
Right,
then
right.
you're okay. Everything's going to be all right, everyone. Chocolate does make you phlegmy sometimes,
It does,
doesn't
yeah.
it? That's why if you've got a cold, you shouldn't have milk.
It makes you phlegmy. Doesn't help with your phlegminess that you
No.
already have. Rose quickly casts an apologetic smile at the woman before
Milk is weird.
before the awkward silence stretches on further. It is weird when you think about where it comes from.
Well, just like the whole thing of milk is weird. Just everything about it, not just where
Yeah.
it came from. Its smell, its look, its whole vibe is just
Yeah,
right
it's off, isn't it? The vibe's off.
Mhm.
It's her saleswoman's smile, the same one she taught me back when I was still
Think
a
on,
trainee.
why wouldn't you just be like, oh my gosh, gush? Oh, my gosh.
Oh
You
my
must have
gosh!
really hit your head.
Yeah,
Why would you be like, oh, sorry about her. She's insane. You just found
you're
her
gonna have to get
unconscious.
her sectioned. It's her saleswoman's smile, the same one she taught me back when I was
got a
still
dog on
her
my lap.
trainee.
Sorry, I just realised that I went, oh, you good girl. And without the context,
Just talking, and Vicky's just like, I got a dog on my lap,
it's just
wide-eyed,
weird.
and and she'd only just realised herself.
But that's if you hear me say like things like good girl or
It's not
like
to
I
you.
love you, it's because of the dog.
I should show this to troublesome clients or just to avoid trouble in general, she advised. It's also the same one she gives me when I've done something particularly absurd that may cause us to lose a potential sale. I don't sound reliable at all. Her eyes are so serious
Well, it's just because you believe
when she
in
turns
like
back to me.
ghosts and stuff. You're southern from America
Mm.
and you go to exorcisms and stuff.
Yeah, we go to exorcisms.
Yeah, like
It's not something that I don't think culturally happens anywhere.
No, it's
People all go
entertainment.
to
Yeah, religious people
We're
go
not,
to them all
yeah,
the time.
we're not talking about
If you're
going...
a deeply religious person, you regularly go to exorcisms. Everybody does exorcisms. They all talk in tongues, roll around on the floor. They get exorcised, and it's a thing. You just don't know about it because you're not religious enough.
She takes both
And
of
then
my
you sing in the
shoulders,
choir.
gently squeezes it, and with as much patience she can muster.
As much as I'd love to have gotten at least a heads up of your arrival, I didn't really get a call from you.
Didn't really get a call from you.
You know,
Yeah, that
signal
seems
here is
interesting.
absolutely horrendous. I was in the garden earlier and couldn't even make a single call.
All right. Are you shouting at me?
Yeah, it's not my fault. I
Jeez.
wasn't the one that tampered with the cell phone tower. Rose.
Isabella, I'm going to ask again. Are you really all right? What happened?
You rang me. You said you were in the attic, but it was all broken up and weird. Went up there, and then a lady with no skin had a go at me.
So
I
a detail
ran
that
back
I should have
downstairs.
mentioned.
I don't know. It's all a bit blurry.
Hey, day off for you.
I remember I was looking for you, but you weren't in the attic. And there's whoever it is. Then I must have tripped on a rug or something on the way down.
A rug
Oh.
on
no.
the stairs.
Do you
Who
think
leaves
someone
rugs
came
on
in
the
while you were
stairs?
out?
Well, there's a
Left
carpet
the
that goes
main
up the
door
stairs. It must be
open.
a translation thing. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's a what game?
It's a what game? No. I'm
Sorry, I
saying-
stopped listening because I was looking at the dark.
As I said, there's a carpet that goes up the stairs.
Yeah, but that's carpet, not a rug.
No, I know, but I think maybe it's a translation thing.
So what language is it originally?
I don't know. Maybe it's a Japanese game.
I like to imagine that it's a thing.
We
It's
are
a cultural
so going to get
thing,
into big trouble if something gets stolen, Rose.
and that in Japan they leave rugs on their stairs.
Okay.
Perhaps it is a concussion.
What is that?
What is what?
That accent?
It's, I think, a variation of British.
Are you sure you feel fine? We could still call for an ambulance. I could cover for you.
No, I'm fine.
No!
I'm
I
okay,
need
Rose.
the
I can-
cash.
By 12 o'clock! Otherwise the ghosts get me! Wait. Hold your horses, Rose. I can't just miss an important sale just because of a minor bump in the head. An
A
extremely minor
bump
bump.
in there.
I've had worse when I was a kid. This is nothing.
Besides, if I leave, you'll have to shoulder everything in the open house, alone. And in a mansion this big?
Well, there's also the part where I may lose the bonus BRC
It's always
promise.
about the cash.
But that's completely beside the point. I'm not going to be able to be here, helping out, lying on the floor, being unconscious, finding ghosts. Rose gives me a skeptical look when I return the cold compress to her and push myself off the floor. I have to use the staircase's railings to steady myself, but otherwise I feel fine.
See? I'm A-okay.
You know what I mean? Like, Isabella is annoying.
The two of them exchange a worried glance and Rose assumes a contemplative look. I bite my lower lip in a sexy way, in anticipation if she says no.
Like,
All right, you in.
thirst trap.
A smile threatens to slip out from me.
If I see that you aren't feeling well, I'm taking you personally to the nearest clinic to have you checked. Clear?
Clear.
Going to have you checked. Clear?
Clear as day, ma'am. Thanks, Rose.
You insisted. But remember what I said. First sign of you looking not okay, and we're off. No
We're
questions
off.
asked.
That includes
It's just a
seeing
small bump. Don't
ghosts
worry.
without skin.
You shouldn't downplay these kinds of things. It could be a serious injury for all we know.
Suddenly a small cough sounds against the walls of the foyer, interrupting our banter.
Isn't she just stood next to you?
Yeah, but there's an echo.
Yeah, but also why are you acting as if... Oh, whatever.
The woman is looking expectantly at the two of us, her stare making me shrink back a little on myself. It could be that she's like taking us aside and be like, hey, you listen here.
Oh.
She isn't really intimidating.
He's more sexy.
Well, she is. Sexy, I mean. But not in the scary, negative way.
In the sexy way.
In the cool way. Far from it, actually. Her
Yeah.
demeanour simply commands an air of
Romance.
sophistication and respect.
That's what this was missing, romance.
Yeah, it needs to be romance. In a different world, a younger me would have probably wished to be with her.
No, like her.
I know. I was adding a funny word. On our lack of response, she coughs again,
Offer a cough drop.
lifting a well-trimmed eyebrow at me in question. Words get caught in my throat at the sight of it, and Rose, as usual, is swift to catch my blunders.
My sincerest apologies, Mrs.
What do you think her name is?
The Nugget.
Miss McCulloch. Marianne McCulloch.
So she
Is she Scottish?
maybe.
McCulloch.
The only
Oh,
way
there it
they
is. Slap in your face. She hands Rose her business card.
the only way they made her Scottish was to go.
The words interior designer catch my eyes before my partner flips it over. Oh, probably someone interested in the mansion for its 17th century influences then. I wouldn't hold it against her though. Despite the hearsay and remaining uninhabited for years, the mansion's original fittings and furniture have been kept completely intact.
So when they renovated the house, they renovated its furnishings and furniture as well.
That's what it sounds like. And restored to pristine condition.
Yeah, like, mate, why would you bother?
Yeah. I suppose some people find that trip to the past feeling appealing.
I love vintage.
After all, with what
So
it
does
offers,
Gareth.
I love vintage.
You know
This
why
place-
Gareth does?
Why is that?
'Cause I was like making a reference to you fucking me. Get it?
I mean, what does that mean to anyone that's listening to this?
Oh, I'm older than Gareth, you see. Because he likes... Hang on, think of wine puns. Likes a mature, aged barrel or something. That's me.
It's a very unflattering way of... After all, with what it offers, this place could also be a haven for people looking to live
Older than
somewhere with a
Gareth.
classic historical charm, and I'm not being interrupted whilst I'm reading that out.
Miss McCullough, I'm Rose Cooper, and this is my partner, Isabella Santos. We're just ironing out a few things, but we'll be starting the tour soon enough.
Including all
Tour.
the creases of this carpet on the
I
stairs.
can't wait to start the tour.
In the
Oh, no.
meantime, we've prepared some refreshments for you in the parlor while you're waiting. If you could please...
Not specifically for her, though, right?
If you could please make your way through there and just drink them all.
The tour?
Thanks. There's no need for it though. I just dropped by for a quick survey of
She is much more Scottish
Yeah,
now
she
than
suddenly
she
got
was a
Scottish.
minute.
I thought I should check the estate before I meet with the homeowners.
Estate.
I'm better at Scottishness than her.
Yeah, it's really highlighting how much more Scottish you are than her. And it may be to the point where yours is beyond a caricature of Scottish accents.
I don't really know what you mean by that.
No, sorry, I must have got confused for a second.
I am just Scottish.
Rose's confusion is impossible
And in
to
fact, actually, not to interrupt you again,
miss. Okay,
but
but actually,
so my
interrupt me.
grandmother is Italian,
Yes,
and
not
her
Scottish.
mother and father didn't speak any English because of the Italianness, but they moved to Scotland from Italy. Imagine, by the way. No, it wasn't Scotland, it was Wales.
Yeah, it was Wales. I hadn't heard this part of the story, and you've told me before. They went to Swansea.
Yeah. Do you know...
Is that why you thought it was Scottish? Because the S?
No, they did live in Scotland for a bit, but they lived in Swansea when my nan was like growing up. They lived in Scotland when they very first came, and then they went to Swansea. So she doesn't really remember Scotland.
You're not adding a bit to
No, but I
to
was like,
save your story a little
no,
bit.
I just like forgot, and I was thinking like that's why I'm so good at Scottish accents.
I mean, why would that mean that you're good at it anyway?
Because I've got Scottish in me in
They
a way.
went to Scotland. They didn't. They were not from Scotland.
Yeah, but you pick it up, don't you? You pick up these things and then you pass it
and then
down
pass it through your genes.
in your jeans. Like
Rose's-
my granddad had a wonky little finger. Now I've got a wonky little finger. My nan lived in Scotland for a bit. Now I can do a Scottish accent. It's just the way it goes.
I guess it must be. Rose's confusion is impossible to miss when she glances at me, and I
And
return
I can
it.
also do a
with an
very good
equal-
Welsh accent, and she lived in Wales as well. So
Is there going to be a sentence I can get out fully?
I don't know. Perhaps if you had a little less attitude with it.
Rose's confusion is impossible to miss when she glances at me, and I return it with an equally perplexed look. Got through it. And against my better judgment, I blurt out the first question that comes to mind.
I'm sorry. Homeowners?
God, what
What are homeowners?
what did we say about homeowners?
I have no idea.
Oh, I thought I'd check the estate before I meet with the homeowners.
Right, okay.
It's already been sold. What about their money? They need the cash.
Yeah, I need all the cash. For my issues. For my compulsions. I should have kept my mouth shut. A flash of irritation crosses her face, but it instantly disappears under a mask of professional detachment.
Just gonna...
Yes. Hannah, right? She hired me to handle the interior design for their new home.
I don't know what Vicky's about to do, but she's just shown me a big jar of Vaseline. What are you about to do?
Oh, you ruined that.
What are you going to say?
I was gonna say I'm just gonna click my knuckles.
Oh, okay. ASMR.
This is the Ermengarde mansion.
Oh my God.
It is, but
She pauses, possibly trying to find the right words to fix the awkward situation without offending someone. We're like well over the end of this episode, by the way. But I'm trying to find an appropriate time to stop.
Let's never stop. ASMR.
Suddenly, Rose nudges me with her elbow. What should we say? We'll check with our supervisor. We shouldn't just say I don't know.
Oh yeah, we'll check with our supervisor.
Those few moments have
Quick!
given me enough time to...
Quick, CR status update.
Oh, okay.
We got a plus
Marianne.
with... Oh yeah, we are romancing her. Where's that other woman?
She's
There's
not
a
on
green
here.
head.
She's a ghost.
What's her name again?
Rose. She's not here, is she?
No, why isn't Rose there?
Interesting. And it's not like she's not someone where... Maybe she does die in a second.
Good.
Those few moments have given me enough time to clear my head of any nervousness or confusion, clouding it.
It is, ma'am, but we weren't aware the mansion has already been sold.
What do you mean?
What does that mean?
Damn it!
I
That's
almost
how she
flinched
should
when
have
she
done it.
turned her gaze on me. But I stand my ground. Besides, it isn't like I haven't dealt with awkward situations like this before.
Always got angry Scottish women
I may
shouting at me.
I may screw up at times, but that doesn't mean I haven't learned a thing or two in the 5 years I've worked in the business.
The mansion is indeed for sale, ma'am. Today's the open house, in fact. However, we haven't heard anything from the higher-ups that a deal has already been closed for this particular property. If you'd like, my co-agent and me can check with them right now.
She nods, with her whole body seemingly in deep thought after I'd finished. She appears to be a reasonable person anyway.
Yeah, we like her more than we like our friends, apparently.
Given the... Yeah, she doesn't even have a bar of friendship.
Go back to our relationship again. I just want to check.
Hannah, Zachary, Marianne,
No,
Rebecca, Ashton.
Rebecca. Yeah, she's almost up. She's past Zachary. It
Yeah,
looks
she's
like.
past Hannah, whoever that is. She's
Zachary,
on
who we-
par with Zachary.
Yeah, and we were about to have sex with Zachary.
Zachary and Ashton.
Yeah,
Past Ashton by loads. Luke, who's Luke?
and Rebecca is the one that we think of as a sister. We're really into her.
I guess we are.
We swipe. What is it? You swipe to like.
I think you
someone?
swipe right.
Yeah, we've swiped right.
She appears to be a reasonable person anyway. Given the proper explanation, she'd surely understand.
I thought something looked odd. Excuse me, I need to call my secretary.
This is a really weird accent.
Thank you for your assistance, Miss Santos.
Like, that seemed like a different accent to this line read.
Yeah, they've Scottished it up. They should have got me in. With a slight wave of her hand, she leaves us.
That seems to be the end of it. Both Rose and I breathe a sigh of relief. Disaster averted. Oh yeah, Vicky's doing the Foley work for this episode.
What?
When you have noise that's kind of made behind
Oh, I
a
should be
scene, it's
doing
called
that.
Foley.
Oh, I could do all of that.
Disaster averted. I also don't miss the thumbs up she gives me for doing a good job.
That's the noise she
That's-
makes when she
That's a
does
thumbs
thumbs
up. And I can't help but swell with pride. And also get concerned that she just broke her thumb. Still, I've already...
Beep, 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 beep. That was me swelling.
I've already prepared myself to dial the number to our Luxborn offers and check, even if she didn't ask for it.
Beep, beep.
I'll be very frustrated
Beep,
if for
beep.
some reason something has already been decided without my or Rose's knowledge. That's a whole new level of unfair. We've been working hard on this. Moments later, Miss McCulloch returns, looking a little frustrated but with an apology clear in her face. I feel a little sorry for her having to go through all this trouble.
She looks so pretty with that blush.
There seems to have been a little misunderstanding with my client. If you'll allow it, I'd like to stay and wait for them here. I was informed they'll be dropping by for the open house today. I figured it'd be a waste to just leave after that long drive. I might as well meet him here.
Certainly. You could stay at the parlor in the meantime, ma'am. I'm sure it won't be long before our guests arrive. And Isabella, I left a few documents in my car. You know where I keep those. Can you please get it for me?
Yeah, just go over there on your horse. Rose takes a glance at her wristwatch before tossing me a set of keys.
And hurry! We've still got a few minutes to double check those papers.
Okay, got it.
The
Does that
two of
sound
them-
like rustling paper?
No. The two of them disappear behind the parlour's door. And a really creepy door. Their departures brings with it a stillness to keep me
It's
company,
gone warm, hasn't it?
neither welcoming nor comforting. Alone like this, it's impossible not to think of what really happened. I wish the memory isn't as elusive as it normally is. Then again, Rose already said she didn't receive any calls
Just
from
check your
me.
call log and see
Was
if
it just
was
paranoia?
answered.
Yeah, you should do that, and I think they're not going to. Was it just paranoia? A temporary lapse after having heard all those tales about this place?
What does the leaf do?
Probably. Branching tree.
Oh. Oh.
Shows the outline of your current chapter and is content that others
no.
might do. Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Okay, and what? That's journal.
Journal. So, timeline. Oh, here. So, undiscovered journal entry.
Before going to the Imogen mansion, Isabella Santos dropped by St. Goretti. Is that right? I've got really bad eyes. I had eye surgery.
St. Goretti High School to check on Rebecca Gales. The former reminded the latter. I like that we've got that little bit of paper stuffed on the side. The former reminded the
Well,
latter
hang on.
to take.
If we've got the paper, then it was real.
Oh yeah, of course that was real. I thought she was talking about the phone log.
No, she said she didn't think any of it was real. Oh, I wish I had a cherry bakewell.
But maybe
I've
the
had
letter
one of
was
them
real.
for years. Do you remember cherry bakewells?
I do remember cherry bakewells.
You're not allowed them, are you? Now you're a vegetarian.
I think
Don't they have
no,
beetles in them?
no. Well, Mr. Kipling's ones do, but there are some that don't.
Oh yeah, but why would you eat any but Mr. Kipling?
They're actually
I've tried
better, I think.
other ones, and they're always so sweet.
Probably they are sweet. I want to think of it as such.
Well, I was looking at the journal.
Let's think of it as such, so I can work in peace. We can look at the journal in the next
I
episode.
just don't understand if she's got that letter, then why... Sorry, I'm just looking for the dog brush. If she's got that letter, then why is she, like, having questions about whether or not she imagined it?
Well, it could be that she saw the letter but didn't think that the ghost was real.
Right, but it's still a bit odd to find a letter that looks like it's written in blood that says, help me, and pass it on.
Yeah.
I mean, that's worth...
The weirdest thing
It's
is the
worth
ghost, right?
showing that to your friend. I mean, like, look, I found this in the attic. At least it proves you were in the attic and some crazy shit's going down.
I'm sure she'll show it to somebody, otherwise it wouldn't be in our journal.
I'm not showing it to anyone.
Except a small part of my mind begs to differ. If I'm going
So,
to be completely
she
honest
picked
with
that
myself...
up while she was, like, running away from a skinless
Well, she
being.
had it in her hand.
Yeah, I know, but, like,
Didn't you think she'd drop it?
yeah.
I want nothing more than to leave this place as soon as possible. I don't know what's in this house, and I don't want to know. The keys Rose have just handed me dig into my palm. Its jagged edges create shallow ridges on my skin from how hard I'm clutching it.
So, if you inherited a house,
Yes.
that everyone was like, the house is haunted, I
Mhm.
tell ya! And, like, loads of people had
Like a
died in
fisherman.
it. And people were like, stay out of the woods, and, like, don't go in that room, and all of that.
I'd be like, stop whispering and talk at a normal volume.
And that's how everyone behaved. Would you be scared, or would you not be asked? Because you get really scared of everything.
Thank
If
you.
I, like, hide round the corner and jump out at him, he has a severe reaction. He's got, like, fear.
I have fear, yeah. He's got this thing. It's called fear. I think that's a thing with ADHD.
Oh, right. I didn't know whether we were keeping your ADHD private. We can talk about medical records and things now.
Yeah, we can bring up any medical record.
Well, yeah, so it's an ADHD thing. I know, being very frightened of everything.
That's not quite what it is. Being
So,
very scared of everything all the time.
so would you be chill with the house then? Because you don't believe in scary things. You're always super dismissive of scary
I think
things.
that...
But you're also scream a lot and like run and hide a lot.
Yeah.
Once,
What
we
is it
went
that you're
to-
describing? Like, I scream a lot, I run around a lot, and I hide a lot.
Once, hang on, let's tell them about the time
Yeah.
when we went to like one of those haunted, like
We went to Blackpool where there was a haunted...
it's the Tower of
Um,
Blackpool, like
yeah,
a ghost tour
a
thing.
ghost tour. Very,
For
very
Halloween
scary.
was not scary, and a woman like dressed up.
In a very... in a
It's
very
like some Victorian child.
convincing ghost costume.
No, it's just a woman dressed up, and she
Yeah.
just like went woo, and he literally on some stairs threw me down in front of her. At the time, I was recovering from spinal surgery as well. Threw
Yeah.
me down in front of her while he ran away. So like, you're all like, "Oh, people who believe in ghosts are idiots," but does that mean you believe in ghosts?
Well, no, I believe in fear. I
But
believe
what
in...
are you afraid of if you don't believe in ghosts?
Well, for one, I don't like the dark.
Yeah, but it wasn't dark then.
Well, okay, I don't like it when it's dim. Like, if it's dim, I will scream and run away. And if it's, not only does it have to be dim, anything that is above average volume, I'll be very scared of immediately. And if there's anything that's there that I was convinced
think
wasn't there before, I'll be
you'd
very
not-
scared.
Want to go and live in a haunted mansion? I think you'd be like, "Oh, there's no such thing as ghosts," but you'd be really frightened and you'd cry a lot. You'd go inside and you would cry a lot.
I mean, that's probably true. But I'm scared of it not because of ghosts.
What is it you're scared of then?
I'm scared of being surprised. I'm scared of surprises.
But what about when there isn't a surprise? You're just scared in case there's a surprise.
Yeah, I'm always scared in case something happens.
Okay. What a way to live your life.
What a way to live your life.
Right, well, we'll see you next week, guys.
Alright, okay, we'll see you next week. Alright, bye. And on that note, it's a reminder of what I still need to do and why I've taken this job in the first place. What a cliffhanger. See you next episode.
Not really, is it? Well, how long is this episode?
It's been an hour so far.
You know what, guys? I'll let you all in on a little secret here. We're just gonna keep playing it, and you don't know that. You just have to wait for the next episode, unless you're watching this in the future.
We're doing some more sausage talk.
We're sausage talking, yeah. I feel like they're all my best friends now. You see, we've been through a lot
They
together.
probably, yeah, they are.
They know Scottish Vicky. They've never met Welsh Vicky.
Very close to cancelled Vicky.
Hey, why am I cancelled?
Pakistani Vicky.
Oh yeah, it does sound a bit like that, doesn't it? Sometimes it's horrible. It, like, just sounds like I'm being a giant racist.
Yeah.
Although you could argue that, well, no, Scottish isn't a race.
You could argue that I'm racist, is what I thought. Right, this episode's gone way too long than we wanted to in the first place.
I'm
So we will
Italian.
see
I can't
you.
be racist.
Exactly. We will see you in a bit.
See
Have
you
a
in
good
the next
evening.
one. Love you.
Bye
Bye.
bye.